Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with allthingsbbq.com, and this is Bacon Cheeseburger Meatballs. Well, tailgate season is upon us, and we're always looking for new recipes to whip up on game day, and that's where these Bacon Cheeseburger Meatballs come into play. You see, we're gonna take our Creekstone beef, it's a brisket blend, stuff it with cheese, wrap the bacon around it, and cooking it on the Kettle Joe today. It's a really simple process that you can pull off at home or at the tailgate, and it's super tasty, great for feeding a crowd. So we're starting with 2 pounds of our Creekstone Farms burger pucks. This is a brisket blend that we typically use like for our smash burgers, like we did at our recent pop-up burger event. We're just gonna go ahead and break these all the way down though, because we're gonna mix a little bit of our maple mustard into the beef itself before we stuff it with cheese. We're gonna add 1/4 cup of our Kozlik's amazing maple mustard. This stuff's a little bit sweet. It's got that maple taste to it, but also got that kind of like Dijon bite. It'll be subtle, but it's also a great little binder to help keep these meatballs holding together. We're gonna do a little bit of manual work on it right here. Start to work all those proteins so they want to stick together a little bit more. And then we're gonna do 1 ounce meatballs. So if you want to scale those out, that's what we're gonna do today. If you don't want to scale those out, you're actually at the tailgate, just go ahead and divide this up. You're starting with 2 pounds. You're gonna get 16 balls out of each pound. So just keep having it until you get, 8 and 8, 4 and 4, and so forth. But we are actually gonna scale these here today. Oh, on the money. I'm gonna do this 32 times. You probably don't wanna watch the entire time. All we're doing though is going 1 ounce. We'll ball it up real quick, and then we'll get to the next step. So now that we've got those scaled out, we're gonna get our meatballs stuffed, and we're stuffing them today with American cheese and spicy dill pickles. So we've got some of the Holmes-made spicy dill pickles. These are really thick cut pickles. So we're gonna cut these up into like quarters to stuff them in there. If you've got a little bit thinner pickle, you can always make adjustments. And then with each slice of cheese, we're just gonna need 1/4 of that for each meatball. So we'll go ahead and cut that into quarters as well. So the way to do this is we're gonna get this right here, kind of at the top of your palm into your fingers, flatten that all the way out. We're gonna grab our Cattleman's Grill California tri-tip steak seasoning. We shake it at. We'll take 1/4 of a slice of our cheese, and we're gonna quarter that up as well. We'll stuff that right in the middle. A little piece of pickle there, and close it all around it. Want it fully encapsulated. Roll into the meatball shape, and then back onto the sheet pan. This is going to need to chill down just for a little bit, either back in the cooler or in the fridge before we wrap it with bacon. So for now, our stuffed meatballs are going back into the fridge just to firm up a bit before we wrap the bacon around them. And that's gonna give us the opportunity to head over to the Kettle Joe and get our charcoal started. We'll start with some larger chunks of our Kamado Joe big block charcoal down on the bottom. It'll give us a little bit of the airflow to work around them. And then we can get some smaller stuff on top. Try to arrange this so that we've got some nice airflow coming through here. Throw in a couple starter cubes. And we'll just let it go. Next, I want to do a little garnish to go with our bacon cheeseburger meatballs. We're going to take some Hawaiian rolls, cube them up, and just toast them lightly, kind of like a crouton. So we're just going to take these Hawaiian rolls and cut them into fourths here, quarter these up. So you've got like a nice big crouton. I'm going to throw these in our Finex skillet. So we're just gonna hit these with a little bit of fat. We're using some spray duck fat today. And then some of that Cattleman's Grill California tri-tip. Give it a light seasoning. That fat will help us get a nice little toast on the bread. And then once our grill comes up to temp, we're just gonna throw these on indirect to slowly toast. All right, we got a nice start here. I'm gonna go ahead and rake these. We're gonna bank all of our coals to the left side. This is gonna continue to really heat up. But for now, I wanna get it off to the side so we can go ahead and toast that bread. Go ahead and throw our grate on here. And skillet on top and close it up. So these are looking really nice now. We've got a little bit of crisp on the top, but as you can see, they're still nice and soft. They're not all the way to crouton stage. That's what we're looking for, so we're gonna pull these off. So I've been wrapping up our meatballs here as the croutons finish. We've just got a few left. We're just kind of making sure that there's nothing poking out on these. Then we're gonna take a half strip of bacon here, work it all the way around our meatball, and then just leave that tail end on the bottom, just like that. Now the setup on the grill is going to remain the same for this part of the cooking process. We've got those coals banked to the side, so we're doing an indirect cook on the opposite side, but it's hot in there. It's 500 plus. We're looking at like right around 550. So we're just going to load these up on the indirect side of the grill now. And what we're going to see here is as these cook, that bacon's going to start to render. Of course, the meatball cooks through, the cheese starts to get ooey gooey, starts seeping out until it's crusting on the grate, which is fine. We're not gonna lose it all. We're still gonna have some left. And we're gonna cook these until they probe at about 160, 165 on internal. Now it's only taken 20 minutes for these meatballs to come up to temperature, right in between 160 and 165 Fahrenheit. We're ready to pull them off. So bacon's rendered. That's the advantage of using that high heat. You want to make sure it's bite through, even if it's not totally crispy. You can see that cheese just starting to come out. We're catching it just in time. All right, so let's get all of these off of here. We're gonna mix up a little secret sauce and have a taste. So secret sauce is really easy. We're gonna do 1 cup of Duke's mayo. And a 1/4 cup of our Kansas City Classic barbecue sauce. This is a thick, smoky Kansas City style sweet sauce, which you're gonna end up with flavor-wise after we throw in just a little bit of tang. We're gonna do that in the form of our pickle juice same pickles we put inside. Do a couple teaspoons of that. This is gonna taste really similar to that nice, sweet secret sauce that you get from that chicken place, you know? That one you can't go to on Sunday. Pretty similar. All right, let's kind of check out the inside of this here. Oh yeah, we still got some cheese in there. Look at that, ooey gooey. Let's get a little taste. Secret sauce. That's delicious. The bacon cheeseburger in a bite. Almost. I mean, it's the meatiness. The smoke is incredible. I mean, just a quick charcoal cook, but as the fat renders and drips down, you get that really definitive, like, this was cooked on charcoal and it's got smoky flavor to it. Now, I've got kind of a cool presentation. Probably you're just gonna throw this on a plate and everyone's gonna eat them all, but if you have some time to set it up, here's something cool to do. So we're gonna take some butter lettuce here. We're gonna make ourselves little deconstructed cheeseburger skewers. Check this out. I'm gonna cut right around them. And then we can take each one of these skewers and get a little cherry tomato on there. Then you get your meatball on there. Then our little crouton from earlier. And then you can just stand those right up on your platter or your plate, whatever you're serving them on. Just like that. So kind of a cool presentation if you want to put the time into it, but if not, just stick them on a plate with a bowl full of that secret sauce. People are going to love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out allthingsbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to allthingsbbq.com/thesauce. All Things Barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.